Shop smart, shop S-smart.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of New Book Hoodis. I am your host, DeathMetalHero, and with me is Hojo. What's going on, Hojo? How you doing, man?
What's going on, man? What's going on, chat?
I have. It's been a while since I've done one of these, and I had to make sure that the echo machine was working. So hopefully that all came through.
Yeah, sounds great.
Okay, good. Yeah. Let's see. Yep. A little bit of construction going on here, there, and everywhere. I just got done moving. Well, not done, but there's always so much stuff that you don't realize that is stuffed into the corners and behind this and like in the closets of that, and it's like, holy fuck, why do I still have all this? Fuck. And then moving all of it, but I got the key stuff, the crucial stuff right over here right now.
That's right.
But yeah. So congratulations on the killer opening to the campaign, man.
Yeah.
How many days ago did you launch?
3 days ago, Friday night.
3 days ago. 3 days, oh crazy. Well, let's say hi to the chat. Jason says, "Is this the one that was scheduled 64 days ago, or did I miss that?" Nope, that one got rescheduled to Saturday, and then Rob kind of goofed and forgot about it, and so I'm rescheduling that one to this Thursday at 7. So yeah, I'll be talking to Rob Hunter about Death Raider this Thursday at 7 p.m.
Yeah, Rob's a good guy.
He is. Yeah, we always had it. We had a good time when I had him on the show before, so he's always fun to talk to. What's up, good stuff? Good to see you, Neff. What's going on? Got this fucking weirdo here as well. What's up, Edwin? Good to see you, homie. Thanks for coming to hang out. And hello,
welcome everybody.
Feline. Skull, beautiful. Thanks for coming to hang out. Always good to see you. And, there we go. Echo machine working. What's up, Odin? Good to see you, man. And we got a Brian Criscow. What's going on, brother?
Right on. What's up, Brian?
Hell yeah, welcome. Go back, Chrome Dog. Yeah, Jason did an interview with those guys the other day. Had to reach out to them. I've got several people I got to reach out to. It's just absolute schedule disruption trying to move.
Right, yeah, if you're moving, yeah, for real.
Oh my god. Like I had to reschedule one show because my tower literally wouldn't turn on. I don't know if I had too much draw on like a single power outlet or what, or not a power outlet, the battery backup, the power strip that I had. So anyway, got it worked out now. Everything seems to be working. I had to take one monitor down. I literally had like 4 monitors kicking. I had 2 vertical, a TV, and my drawing tablet. And I think the computer's just like, no, fuck you. I'm not doing it.
It's too much for me. I'm not.
It's just too much.
You don't pay me enough.
Exactly. Tired of this shit.
You don't pay me enough to work as hard. It's America.
Yeah, exactly. So and so I've got the when I don't need the drawing tablet, I have that turned off because I've got I got the traditional setup as well. It's right here, right in front of the camera. So all cleverly set up. It's all movie magic. Movie magic. So what you been up to besides the campaign? I mean,
that's pretty much much it.
Nerves. That's what I've been up to.
Working 50 hours a week.
Fuck's sake,
took a couple of days off this week.
Yeah, well, that's good. I would hope so.
Hitting it pretty hard. I'm doing 80s made tonight.
Awesome. Hell yeah,
so-
that'll be a good time.
Yeah, I can let my hair down there, so to speak, and loosen my tie. Because some some streams you got to be on and be like, "This is professional. I can't say the F word. I shouldn't shit on this. Blah blah blah." So I can just say what I want.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, you can do that here as well.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
So these are the late shows. Like, I can like, fuck, man, it's been fucking crazy.
Kick your shoes off and loosen the belt and yeah, just relax.
Like, I was thinking maybe I could do 3K in a week. It's like 3.2 in like 3 days. Well, I'll drink to that.
Fuck yeah, dude. Uh-huh. I mean,
But you got to put in the work, man. You got to put in the work. You got to have a good product. You got to refine things. You got to laser focus this shit away.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you can't half-ass this shit. You gotta whole-ass this shit.
Double ass.
Yeah.
Double time.
Well, I mean, it's out there talking to people. You gotta promote the shit out of it.
Yeah,
man,
because I believe it, because I love it, because it's like a story I would have wanted to read back then, and be like, oh, I mean, it's a story I want to read now. Problem is, I've already read it. Spoiler alert! It's good. It's good.
Yeah. Just just letting you know, it's good shit. It's good shit.
Pretty good shit.
F-bombs away. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And ain't gonna hurt my blushing ears. That's for fucking sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man. So got 3 days ago, and how long are you planning?
Pretty
to
much
go?
3 days ago, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, because it was right around the 10 after 9 when I came on there, and he was like, "You ready to?" He said, "Let's go. You ready to do it?" And I was like, "Oh." It was crazy, and so it's just been like I wake up and the number's bigger. Like, it was. It's like I went to bed not like thinking I won the Super Bowl, but more like the first playoff game or something.
Right.
That was like I went to bed. I was like, whew, took a deep breath, man, and looked at that final number. It was like 1.7 before I went to bed, and I was like, that's nuts.
Yeah.
No, nothing,
Hey,
nowhere close. I was like, I just want to get $1,000 in the first couple of days. That'd be great.
You make a good product, and people will come, people will buy, because that's what they're looking for. They're looking for good story. They're looking for, something that means something to the creator, not just this, cash grab.
No,
for lack of a better term.
No, it's not.
Because I mean, in the early days of CG, there was a lot of that shit. But people have gotten a lot more discerning because people got burned,
I can only imagine how much money I'd have made, like, a couple years ago. I can't, like I said, I can't think about that, but,
well, I mean, that's the thing, man. That's the thing. I think you will probably make more now, just because, people recognize, they see word of mouth. It's I wouldn't pine too much for those.
No, I don't
days.
care. I can't think about what would have been. I'm right now.
Yeah.
Like, but word's probably gonna get around me. I'm not just out here to take your money. I'm a fan too. Like, I want to give back to the people. I want to give back to the people.
Well, I mean, you got
all this cool shit.
Listen, you got a good story that you believe in, and you're trying to share it with people. And if you make a good product, you should be able to sell it.
Yeah. I'm only going to make it better for you guys.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
It's the whole point of owning your own IP.
Yeah.
Without being able to do that, I mean, I mean, why create for somebody else when you can do it for yourself?
Yes.
And, profit off of it. I mean, if it's a very popular story, I mean, look, again, I always bring up the Ninja Turtles, but I mean, look what happened to the Ninja Turtles. I mean, obviously they're the one in a million, like lightning in a bottle.
I know.
Fucking IP juggernaut. But I mean, to a smaller extent, The Crow. James O'Barr's The Crow.
Yes. That was and the funny thing is, like, the Ninja Turtles, it like just almost was like it was, in today's terms, it was almost like a shit post.
Oh yeah, dude, they were They were drunk and like eating pizza, and they're like, "Dude, it's fucking Ninja Turtle. Look, Ninja nunchucks on the arm.
Look at this shit.
Oh yeah, well look at this shit, man.
A fucking rat lives with them, bro. Yeah,
dude, we'll call him Splitter because they were both reading Frank
rat.
Miller's Daredevil at the time.
Yeah,
and the same chemical. Anyway, fans of the medium, they created something timeless because it meant something to them, even though they were just fucking around.
Yeah. Totally.
But see, my problem, and I worked in a comic shop for damn near a decade, my local comic shop, up until just last year. Yeah. So, you used to have creators that were big fans, and they grew up reading this stuff, so they had this
reverence,
this pedigree. They grew up reading it, so they understood it on an intrinsic level. Yeah. Now you've got people that never read comics coming in and making comics, and the stories that they tell suck ass through a straw because they don't understand the language of comics. They don't understand story structure. They don't understand how it works.
Sequential
and they just
either.
slapdash whatever young adult bullshit they picked up as kids growing up and thought was good writing, and this is what they regurgitate on the page.
They think they're writing screenplays. Like the modern day writer and stuff, like they write like a double splash page, but it's just like word balloons all the way around, and it's like just all talking, and they're talking about their Twitter feed, and I wonder what's happening in the world right now. Like, dude, do something. You're standing. You have these people sitting around. Have them say something that means something. Say something. But no, it's their internal monologuing all over the page, and I don't need that shit, man. I got a funny. I got a funny story.
You can blame Bendis for that, in my opinion. Go for it. What's up, Fanta? What's up, American Comics?
Hey,
Good to see you guys. Welcome. What's up, Shadowhawk? Welcome.
Yeah,
Good
man.
to see us. Let's see. Making sure I didn't miss anybody. What's up, Apex? Welcome, dude. Thank you, sir, for coming to hang out. So, continue the story.
And so I decided to make my own, Like, what story was I at?
I don't know. You had a story about. I was talking about the people that are writing now and they don't understand.
Oh yeah. This is gonna lead me to like what I'm seeing now. Like I just don't like it. I'm like, we need to go back to like good storytelling.
Good storytelling. I agree.
Yeah, that'd be great. And how a novel idea.
I mean, it's amazing. It's almost as if literature has existed for fucking eons, and the reason why is because
like it's not a lecture.
It was well written.
Yes. It's like it's not a lecture. It's just a story, man. It's like, are you not entertained?
Fucking fables, man.
Yeah.
Fables, Aesop's fables. Like you get a moral story and you get an entertaining story.
Well, that's
what these people don't understand is that they are trying to bash you over the head with whatever they think is super important for you to know. And they don't have the ability to actually tell a story that can facilitate it.
I know.
So it looks like, a baseball bat.
Yes.
Literarily speaking.
I know exactly what you mean.
Is that a word? Anyway. But yeah, it was sad to watch the way comics were, like I said, 7 years in a comic shop. When I first started working there was stuff that, people would get excited about. As time went on, people literally dropped off, or their pull list started shrinking and shrinking.
That's how it was with me, man. I'm just like,
I
don't need a pull list. I'll go in every now and again.
Yeah, well, see, unfortunately, that pull list, it keeps the comic shop going.
I know.
Like, those pull lists keep comic shops alive. Without them, they're kind of fucked.
Yeah.
People that order for previews.
You gotta submit to Diamond and all the distributors and all that.
Well, yeah, see, that's the thing. Now there's competition. Diamond didn't have competition for a long time, and
I heard that
now
was
there's finally competition. So I think that's a good thing. You know,
Competition
like
breeds,
listen,
excellence.
when the whole lockdown thing happened and like Diamond basically cut off, like there was a bottleneck, and everybody finally realized it. DC got shit from everyone. Marvel literally put out like these fucking shitty single color covers that says
Oh, I
proudly
know.
sold on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
I was like, what kind of petty bitch ass shit is this? Like, this is stupid. Like, and the owner bought them because she thought that the covers were to be determined, but no, it just says, you know, in a block font, proudly sold on a Wednesday, and it was to own DC because high school fucking bitch shit. Yeah.
Man.
So the reason why we are here is because indie comics always, and I do mean fucking always, come along and pick up where the mainstream shits the fucking bed.
Yeah.
If you go back and look at every decade when people get disillusioned with the mainstream because it goes in cycles, and they usually have a cycle where they stick their head firmly up their ass. It's really up there this time, so we'll see.
Man.
You know, asphyxiation by sphincter enthrallment. Anyway, so, oh my god, I just derailed myself. Anyway, the indie scene always picks up the slack. It always comes back with creators that actually know how to tell stories because they grew up reading good stuff.
Yeah.
They know good stories because they have other media that they engage in. They like actual novels. You know, you have to be widely read in order to tell a good story.
Yep,
And
that's
yes,
true.
sometimes that means reading some shitty stuff. But if your scope of things that you read is so narrow that you don't expand it and read other things, then you will, I don't know, have a very limited perspective in what you can actually write about. And I don't know, you're encountering of the language, like your experience with the language. Books give you an experience of the language.
I guess what you're trying to say, maybe, like if you're reading the same thing, it's like a language, like it's the same dialect, like it's, you don't have a range. You can't do an Irish accent, you can't do a Scottish, you can't do any of that. You can just speak
no.
like a redneck. You know what I'm
You're
saying?
stuck in one fucking tongue for the rest of your life, and I don't think that's good for fucking anyone, is it?
Yeah, I know exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean, like I've read a lot of stuff. You know, as an only child, I was big into Robert Louis Stevenson. Like my son, he loves Treasure Island.
Hell yeah, dude.
So Dr. Jekyll,
Treasure
Mr.
Planet,
Hyde.
yay or nay?
Yeah. I can watch it again.
I love that movie, dude.
Yeah, I can.
I mean,
watch
it's compressed down into like, you know, an hour and a half, you know, movie size thing, but the character design, the production quality on that movie, I think is great. And I like some parts of the dialogue, the interaction between the cat chick and the Dr. Dog.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's funny.
I think like Pedro Ang says he knows the guy who either did that or something.
Oh, okay.
I ran into somebody over the past couple months that knows the guy who either directed
Well,
it or
I
drew
know
it.
Pedro's like, oh, the
He knows-
story's terrible. I was
Yeah.
like, come on, man. They're adapting, you know, an old-timey book for space in an hour and a half.
It's hard to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fairly thick book too. I remember reading it as a kid, but you know, arcs, characters go on arcs. You know, they change. You know, they get
Growth,
they
character
you know, have
development.
experiences.
Development.
What is that? Character development.
Yeah, we don't need no sticking.
No,
Character
everything is
development.
in a constant state of homeostasis in comics now. I mean, and unfortunately, sometimes that's the problem with superhero comics. You know, there's always a status quo that has to be maintained. You know? Stories
Well, I
have
don't
to have
believe in
a
that
beginning, middle, and end.
Yes,
You know
and
what I
this
mean?
definitely has that. Huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Both in this issue and like throughout the whole series, there's definitely a beginning, a middle, and an end.
Right. Okay. So that actually, we're talking about like, you know, floppy issues. Everybody goes to the comic shop for floppies, right?
Yep.
a lot of people doing Indiegogo and crowdfunding. They're doing graphic novels. They're doing chunky boys.
Yeah.
Like
48 pagers, like.
Or hardcover stuff like like
crazy.
Kill Journal. So like here, this is the chunky boy I was talking about. This chunky boy right here.
Yeah.
That's
I have a
that's
PDF
thick
of
book.
that. And it's on my to-do list when I get.
Oh my God, dude! Jump on that shit. It's so
Yeah,
good.
I'm a big Vaughn simp. Like
Vaughn's good peeps, man.
I can't wait for Terror in the Trenches.
That's going to be a good book. But so with this campaign, and I'm going to bring it up here if I can, not screw this up. Share audio tab. All right. So on this campaign, you're actually doing floppies. You're bringing it back. You're bringing it back. Taking it back.
Yep.
So what's your philosophy on floppies versus trade paperback? I mean,
Well, one, budget dictates output. Budgetary restraints. If I had 3 times the budget, you could get 3 issues because I have them all written. But I would love to release them just as single floppies.
what's up, Pops? Welcome.
Because these are the issues when you just set them aside. Like, one. I used to love to do that. Of the storyline, to go through and read like 7 issues straight.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean,
Trade paperbacks,
listen,
like what I call like a travel convenience.
floppies look good in bags and boards,
They do, man.
and in the spinner rack. I'm just saying. So,
And if you're telling a one-shot in like 48 pages, right?
yeah,
You can beef it up because you can just be like, oh, well, the story's like, all right, well, I'll just do 5 pages of a battle scene and drag this out, have a big splash, blah, blah, blah. You can't really do that with 24 pages. Like, it takes a lot of, like, refinement to be able to just pack all of that in and tie all of it and just to mold it and twist all of those wires together to make a single strong-ass braid.
Yeah.
And like in an issue, and to be able to connect to the next one and the next one and the next one, and to catch up 3 issues later, and maybe by page 2 you're really all caught up. You know what's going on.
Putting together floppies, and being strict about those 24 pages, it's like forging links in a chain. Each one is a link, and you got to make sure each one of those links is strong. Otherwise, the chain of the story might pop. So it's
to be able to
a
weave
different
in
type
different
of writing.
storylines. Like it's not just like
17
pages of like them walking and talking.
What's up, Lakim? Good to see you, brother.
What's happening?
Welcome. Spinner racks are great, dude. I got lucky when I got mine. These are actually magazine ones, so I can hold the what do they call it now? The prestige format.
No.
Yeah,
Fancy.
which is really just magazine size.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I don't know, man. Sometimes I like having just like that. I mean, I've got an entire rack of graphic novels over there.
Right. Yeah.
And sometimes like that one shot. That fucking works, man. Especially if it's a single standalone story. As a series, I mean, manga, they come out in volumes, but that's because they're released periodically, in the shonens, So that's kind of like their floppies, except it's it's
this
got a
is
spine,
13
whatnot.
issues and it's done.
Yeah.
Like this is it.
Okay, so this is it. 13 issues and done. All right, cool.
And like this could easily be broken up. Like I've kind of like set it up to where it's like 3 or 4 issues can be collected into like a trade or something. You can get that like first section of the puzzle.
Yeah, totally. Apex, I bought mine. I bought my spinner racks like back in like 2018. That's why I said I got lucky when I got mine. I have searched high and low for these to try to send a link, and the company that sold them on Amazon just doesn't exist anymore. But look for a magazine spinner rack instead of a comic book one, because they will absolutely gouge the hell out of you for the price of a comic book one. Congratulations, Fanta. That's awesome.
Well, thank you. I think she made a video for me. That's pretty sweet.
Hell yeah. Yeah, she's been making a lot of videos, and see the YouTube algorithm likes that. You know, you make little short videos that it can send to people, and it promotes. So, good job, Fanta. You have tapped into the algorithm.
Yeah.
YouTube was built on short videos.
Yep.
You know, way back in the day. So it very much likes that format, and if you play into that, then you are playing to its base instincts.
It's the YouTube member berries, dude.
Yeah. I mean, it's just that code's all the way at the beginning of it. I mean, they'd have to probably rewrite the entire thing, and ain't nobody gonna do that. Yeah. So I mean, that's the way it works. But all right, let's go ahead and take a look at the trailer here, because the last time you came to hang out, we didn't have a trailer to play.
Oh yeah. Have you seen this yet?
I think I saw it on Goodstuffs the other night.
Yeah.
And you may have tagged me in it when you posted it.
I think I did. Yeah. It's It's great.
Yeah. Now, did you make the trailer, or who made it for
Goodstuff actually put it
In
together.
a world where creatures of
hell
myth
yeah.
and legend exist,
Pedro did the animation.
a covert task force is charged with keeping humanity safe from supernatural threats.
Pedro does good
And
work.
when young Nancy Moon stumbles into the eternal battle between good and evil, she finds... Oh my god, will you shut up? What's happening? Agent Beckett here. Aren't you tired of stuff like that? Want something different? Roll the tape. Whoops. Sorry about that. It's a song I'm writing for my ex. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that's more like it. Alrighty. Welcome to the world of the mythicals. We have it all. Monsters. Magic. Government agents. He's the strong silent type. This guy. Ugh, gross, dude. Get some kind of cream or something. Lots of 90s style action. Pew pew pew. And that strong female lead alluded to earlier. Not to mention a dashing field commander with a great sense of fashion. Look at those glasses. South River Studios presents The Mythicals, Issue 1. Buy it, if you dare. Ugh, will you can it already? How'd you get free? Now beat it before I lose my cool.
So what are you waiting for? Back it today. Like right now.
Back the Mythicals today.
Nice. It's good shit, man.
It's fun, man. In a way, that trailer is kind of a shit post too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I saw so many trailers that started off like, in a world where.
Oh well, yeah. Everybody wants to be like what did they call that dude? Thunderthroat or whatever. In a world where this happens and then that, you will be amazed at this.
Explosions. This time he's back for revenge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The rise of the revengeance.
Yeah. Revenge harder.
Exactly. That's fucking good shit, man.
Yeah.
All right, so this is a Booty Juice cover, right, Dan Dahl?
Yeah, man.
Good
he's
shit,
been doing
man.
some great work with Diaz and all them.
I mean, whenever anybody hires him, I mean, he always does good work, man.
But like, I hadn't seen really any of his cover work. I just seen some interiors and like some stuff he did with Lost Pages. But like, I was like, man, I'm gonna make him like a front and center, like just straight up like.
Yeah,
The
man.
main focus, like the cover.
Hell yeah. Is he gonna do more covers for you?
Maybe.
I don't know, maybe.
I mean, I think he's pretty happy with the reception. So. We'll
Hell
see.
yeah.
Yeah. It was a treat to work with him, man. Everybody like was pretty easy to work with. Like the colorist is the only one where, because I think it was a language barrier. Where I was like, no, this is what I mean.
What's up, Matt? Right.
And so, Dan, he was just like, yeah, I got this, man. And like I saw the roughs for it, and I was like, I almost like the only really change I had was Daniel's hair, like the guy on the right, and he had to fix the mustache. And other than that, perfect.
Hell yeah. It's always nice. Always nice to have easy revisions when needed.
Yeah.
And of course, 6 a.m. He always does such good stuff, man. Every physical copy will include a free sticker. Hell yeah, man. All right, so well, tell people what kind of what the I guess the inspiration for this story was. Like, where did it come from? Just in case they didn't watch the other stream that we did.
Yeah, like I was overseas, and I was in the army, and I was always big into like the old horror, like the EC stuff.
And, yeah.
Like the Hammer films, and just big horror nut in general, like the '80s stuff, all of it, And so I was like, what if there'd be like a team of monsters out here doing all this stuff, like just out here, like I didn't really know BPRD existed, any of that stuff at the time. So I knew what Hellboy was, but like I had never really read it.
Right, you encountered it, but you never really, I
was like, oh, well, cool. So I just came up like with this bad guy. Like I had a nightmare one time, and it just came together. And then, we came back. We were going to submit it to CrossGen. We were overseas, and came back. They were out of business.
Wow!
Yeah. Throwback. Throwback. Huh?
Holy shit, man!
CrossGen, huh?
Time War.
Yeah. I think Rob Hunter actually worked there.
Yeah. So did Aaron Lepresti, and so did Andy Smith.
Yeah. Because this guy, like,
Bart
apparently
Sears
he had
there.
an in.
I mean, yeah. I mean, dude, CrossGen was legit. All right.
I read quite a few of their titles.
I mean, I have a bunch of, and I do mean a bunch of that stuff. I think
like
somebody
Sigil.
gave it to me. Yeah. But yeah, that's a throwback. So this story has been cooking in your brain for that long.
Yeah, I like put it on the shelf, kids, wife,
right,
life.
Sure, you take care of the shit that needs to get taken care of.
And then I found all this stuff was going on underneath my nose. You guys were doing this the whole time. And
see, that's the whole thing about indie comics, man.
And I thought about it,
constantly creeping.
And like all these people, I'm like, well, they're just doing it on their own. They're like following their dreams. They don't have to, like you don't have to wait to hear 60 days from a publisher for them not to call you back, and just because they don't give a shit, or they threw it away, or whatever, or because they don't know who you are at the time. So I was like, like Thanos, I'm like, I'll do it myself, So I went and found some people and started to get some things together and talked with my wife. I said, I think I can make a go at this. Got an editor before I started drawing anything. Just got that straight, got that hammered out.
Oh, yeah. Always have a good editor. An editor that you trust. I always say that a good editor is worth their weight in gold, because they will refine the story to get it to its best.
You need somebody to tell you no, and that's what I keep saying. Like, you need somebody to tell you no.
This doesn't fit here. This sucks.
No. Yeah.
Chop this bit off. Yeah. Rework this bit, Yep. I mean, something I said while I was in the chat of Jason's stream the other day. I didn't catch all of it. I was moving shit here, there, everywhere, building things, construction, all that. But you need somebody to give you a little perspective, outside perspective, so you can see the forest from the trees. Otherwise, you're gonna get stuck in the middle of it, and you won't see the things that need to be changed.
But you've then painted yourself into a corner.
Yeah, you may delude yourself into thinking that something's working when it doesn't. It may make sense to you, but it may not necessarily make sense to somebody that's looking in from the outside, because you got to remember, you got the whole thing up here.
Yeah, it's because you're high on your own farts at the time.
Never get high on your own farts. It's a terrible idea.
Yeah,
fucking terrible
Because
idea.
even like the best literary minds and writers who have been editors, they get other people to edit their work.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Look at it. No one is literarily, is that word? Infallible.
yeah, nobody, yeah, literarily, literarily infallible. Yeah,
infallible.
that's a tongue twister. Yeah. What's up, Monstrosity? It's good to see you, homie. Welcome, sir. Yeah, it's a great, great page. So who's doing your interior pages, my friend?
That's a guy named Thomas Tikas. He does traditional like pencils.
Oh shit!
So I had a couple on the campaign page.
Hell
And
yeah.
he scans them, and then inking and coloring and all that jazz is done digitally.
Well, right. So it's just penciled pages and then inked digitally and everything else.
Yep.
Wow, very cool. Kind of old school. So not only are you doing floppies, but you've also got kind of an old school way of. I mean, aside from the digital inks.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Kind of an old school approach to the artwork as well. I mean,
Yeah.
I love that, man. I mean, and having pages, having artwork to put up on the campaign is a fucking good thing.
Lettered page.
All right, so let's leave it on this badass page right here. Tell me about the Ultra Mega Super Pack.
Okay.
What is that?
You get everything. You get both covers. You get the Peter Gilmore cover and the Booty Juice, and you get the patch, the magnet,
Look at that.
the beverage, quote unquote beverage koozie, and
I don't know. It says beer koozie right here.
oh, son of a bitch. Well, they won't see it. Anyway,
Yeah, I'll just leave that right over there. Nobody will
yeah.
ever notice.
beverage koozie.
Yeah. Beverage. Yeah. See, it totally says beverage.
Because that's
now.
my calling card. I'm the beer guy. I make beer.
Nice.
So two
and
trading
level M
cards
patch, hell
and
yeah.
a metal card.
Nice.
And the glow in the dark bookmark by Dean James, featured only in this box.
Speaking of people that he's somebody got to reach out to for the Embrace. It'll be a good book.
Yes, I wanted to get him ahead of time before he really got started with that.
Right. Good call. Good call.
So,
All right, so
and,
you got a
maybe
digital
marketing
TL?
wise, since he's coming up with the Embrace too, be like, ooh, Dean James, maybe I should get something from him. Boom, look at this. Boom.
Right. Hey, and see that's one of the beautiful things about this this indie scene is that there is so much talent all over. Just so much talent. And more talent pops up every day. So there's we've got a wealth of an embarrassment of riches, as it were, when it comes to artistic talent, and and that extends out to the writing and the editing and animation and video editing.
Yeah.
And all this stuff. Like there's so much talent in this scene. It is fucking ridiculous.
It's literally, if you put it all together,
Love
it's a production house.
You literally can put together a production house via freelance people in this scene, without a question.
Yeah.
You can
You got people that make figures. You
got
got people that do like canvas paintings, everything. Well, you name it, they can do it. Like I said, all of this, whatever you want, story wise, art wise.
people that do voiceovers. All
Yeah.
kinds of shit, man. It's everything, artwork, pencils, inks, paints, sculpting,
Yeah.
3D, you name it. There's somebody
got it.
that can do it over here.
Yeah.
And what do we all have in common? We like good stories.
Yes.
We like creativity. We like not being told what we can and cannot read. We like not being told what we can and cannot create. We like freedom. And you know what? These indie comics smell like fucking freedom to me.
I know. It's excellent.
Right? That's a great cover. Gilmore, fucking... I know I said this last time when we showed it, but damn. He fucking knocked it out of the park on that one, dude. I dig it.
Yeah.
I think that might be, my favorite thing that he's done, honestly.
Yeah.
I dig
that's
that.
a hell of a compliment there. Yeah. Because I have, the whole grayscale version of it, in the future, to release that as a poster, just with no logo or anything,
Heck
it would
yeah,
just be
man.
boss.
Yeah.
No flames
Good
or
stuff.
anything, because he said nobody colors his shit. he'll color it himself. So he threw that in there. I was like, oh well, that's perfect just with the flames, and let's do like some Sin City, like do the reds. And he was like, oh, I got that.
Oh yeah, man, that spot color just to accent.
Yeah.
Draws.
I don't have it right here, but it actually has blood dripping from the knife on the cover. So I kind of hid that. It's on the proof right to the right if you would zoom in, but it's not a big deal now. So the shadow ban thing is real. Like it's like these campaigns. It's like we're walking down the street, we're looking over our shoulder, like are they trying to get up in our shit?
It's some ridiculous shit, man.
I'm just trying to make cool shit with a good story that's gonna entertain people.
Right, and that's what it should be. That's literally what it should be. Like, tell a good story, entertain your audience, sell the book to that audience, and hopefully they come back for more. Hopefully you engage your audience enough.
They tell their friends, and they tell their friends.
Hey man, word of mouth is still the best advertising. I don't care how much money you spend on advertising or whatnot. Somebody goes and sees something, they enjoy it, they tell their friends. Those friends then go see it. They go then tell their friends. That's worth more than all of the billions people spend on advertising and shit like that. Yeah. Because as we've seen, you can spend millions and millions on advertising, and people go see it, and then as soon as word of mouth gets out that it's shit, what happens? Fucking Ant-Man drops 62% in the second fucking week.
That's bad.
The second week. Because it's shit. It's written like shit. It's just recycled garbage that nobody wants, and that's, you can't do that. People pick up on that shit. You got to tell a good story. You got to actually, you got to actually want to tell.
I thought the second one wasn't that great.
Well, yeah, no, I can. It wasn't as good as the first one.
No, I didn't finish it. Like I just like.
Oh,
wow. I
Okay.
heard it wasn't that great. Like,
you heard it wasn't that great. It wasn't as good as the first one.
Like
but
I was at my buddy's house, and it got to the point where they introduced like Lawrence Fishburne and like who he was. I was like, oh man, he was Giant Man for a while, and then that was.
I totally forgot he was in that movie.
See, yeah.
Yeah. Jason says Wolvo actually watched Ant-Man 3, LOL.
Yeah.
I mean, when you got nothing else to do, and if, you got nothing else to do. What's up, Spirit of Green? Welcome. Kaka. Good to see you. Yeah, that's how it used to be. That's how it will be again. I mean, we just DIY or die over here. That's what we do. We make stuff, we create, and we entertain the audience. I mean, look at Eric July. If he didn't have an audience that he was clearly entertaining, and they're excited about his book, people are enjoying his book, and they're looking forward to the next one. I mean, first thing that he put out, it may need refinement, whatever, but he put it out. He put his money where his mouth is.
Yep. He followed
So, I mean,
his dream. Like I'm doing the same thing.
Exactly. Well,
I don't have quite the money, but I got some mouth.
Well, I mean, we all use the resources that we have in order to accomplish what we can. That's the whole DIY spirit. That's, in my opinion, that's punk as fuck. You do what you can with what you got.
Yep.
That's
and exactly
you work towards and you build up. I mean, that's how this shit roll. And all the while you provide a good product for your customers, right?
Yeah, and definitely be excited to get book 2.
Hell yeah. Well, see, and that's what we want. That's what we want. An excited audience is the best audience. Excite your audience. Tell them a good story. They will come back for more. If you write it well, they will buy. All right, so $13 for 28 pages, 24 pages of story, and 4 pages of fan art. Hell yeah. Doing the whole saddle stitch thing. So legit floppy up in here, ladies and gents. So, and that gets you the 6 a.m. sticker. So that goes out to everybody.
Yeah. Like the U.S. shipping is only $8.
That's great, man.
And
The
Gemini
shipping
mailer.
is a horrendous pain in the ass. It's awful
So, I mean,
and very expensive. Let's see.
like the
So
entire community just saved me like $21. I can get a book and a free sticker.
right. Yep. And $13. That's that is definitely a change from the the 25. But I mean, again, floppies.
Yeah.
Prestige. Format. I mean, not the magazine size. Let me not confuse people here. It is not magazine size. It's normal comic book size. But this, what used to be called like a kind of a anyway.
Giant
It's
size
it's the
issue.
higher quality floppies. It's not
Yeah.
it's not the easily torn, folded in half stuff that's been shipped from Diamond. Ask me how I know. Oh my god, dude! All right, so you guys remember the Batman Damned #1 that came out? That caused the stir. It was the first DC Black Label book. It was the magazine size, and it caused a controversy because it had the Batawang in it.
Yeah.
You could just see like the hint of it. It wasn't really even a whole thing, and like the entirety of the internet freaked out. Anyway, we got those in, right? I was working the shop that day, and Diamond had just tossed them in on top. So you got this big double-sized box, and you got smaller boxes inside with the
Right.
normal-sized comics. They just tossed those in on top of like the boxes, the sealed boxes of normal comics, and then sealed the box on top. No padding, nothing to keep them from sliding around. Like, it's a miracle they showed up without being dinged all to hell. I go to cut the box open, and I gingerly cut it open because I wasn't sure what the hell was in it. And it's a good thing I did, because if I had pressed down any further, I would have cut through every single #1 of those books. Like, we wouldn't have had any for the shop, and we would have never gotten them just because that book was, Yeah. So if you ever have to open a box from Diamond, be careful.
Oh,
yeah.
Never.
That book is still ridiculous. They told the dude that he had they told LIIIIVVVEEE that he had to fucking paint over it.
Dick. Yeah.
Yeah. You've got to change the original artwork. The fuck I do.
I have to what?
Yeah, I'll sell the original anyway. So these are the cards that you guys will get. Once you choose the book of your choice, you can choose from either our collector's tier with 2 standard trading cards and a metal card at $10, or the merch tier. Oh, so you got all kinds of stuff that you're adding on to it.
Yeah, man.
Very flexible campaign. Got the best of both worlds, so you get there's a savings there, saving a little bit of money getting both of the books, and that way you get both the covers. And I'm just saying.
Yeah. Be entertained.
Right. Merchandising. Nice. So this is it's going to be the drink koozie.
Yeah, and the magnet on the left, and it's gonna be an embroidered patch.
Nice, man. That's pretty cool. All right, and we got concept art over here. Original concept art from Kevin Kovacs. Very cool, man. Do you have an example of that on the campaign here?
That's the Men at Work thing's a joke. Dean James, like the bookmark. I was like, I'm gonna put that up here since I don't have the picture.
Oh, okay. And Men at Work because Australian. I get it.
Yeah.
Wait. I have something for this. Hang on. Where is it? There it is. There we go. That's good
And if
stuff.
you go down where his original art tier was, like I had to put a picture of something.
Oh. Ooh, original pencils. Nice.
Yeah, I know you're a sucker for pencils.
I love pencils, man.
I sold it with that.
His
bro.
internet icon.
I kind of regret it because I
great.
had it set for 420, and then the last minute I was like, "That's not gonna work, man. I'll drop it to 350 and just get it right there."
Yeah.
But
I mean, hey,
I could have sold it for 420.
I mean, shoot for the moon, man. You can always bring it down later if you need to.
But still, the fact that I did this without anybody seeing it is it's just epic. He was all for it because I was like, I wanted to ask him ahead of time. I was like, hey, man, all right, this is where we are. It's like I'm about to launch. It's like 90 minutes to launch, and he's like, I haven't even started on it, right? I was like, oh, well, let me go hang myself real quick, and then I'll be right back.
Well, shit, that just shot my anxiety right through the roof.
Yeah. So I was like, hilarious. And I was in there. I was like, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take your avatar and I'm put it up there, and then I'm gonna put a Men at Work's album cover to show this is Dean's artwork. And he just 20 minutes went by. He didn't say anything. He just said LOL. He said, I don't give a shit. He's like, go for it. So he's like, he threw in something extra, whoever bought it.
Nice. I've been neglecting the chat. American Comics, my older brother used to give me some of those in the late 70s. Not sure I remember what that was about.
Is he talking about the magazine size ones?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Oh yeah, because those were hot tickets back then.
Yeah.
Savage Sword of Conan, especially put out by Marvel. But yeah, I mean that's the whole reason why horror comics EC had to move to the magazine format to get around the Comics Code Authority.
Yeah.
That shit was literally designed to destroy them.
I know.
Yeah, because they were ruling the roost. Yeah.
And it
What's up, Ms. Goodstuff? Welcome.
It wasn't even close.
Yeah. Oh, they were blowing everyone out of the water because they were telling good stories and they were entertaining people and they were scaring the shit out of little kids.
Yeah, it was like that or
great.
cowboy stories.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, cowboy romance, like actual, not horribly written romance. Apparently, I mean, John Romita Sr. started he not started, but he drew romance comics for Marvel.
Yeah.
Yep. So, current status. Pencils are all done. Inks are almost done.
They're all done.
Colors are also almost done. Huh?
They're all done now. And
everything's done?
Yeah, there are only 2 pages left to color now.
Oh, shit. What about the letters?
He just actually sent me a message about an hour ago. Said, let me know when, congratulations on funding, and let me know when the rest are done, and I'll have them out to you, and we can go ahead and get that out.
Right on. Super green. That's awesome, man. So when are you looking to fulfill?
Hopefully, as soon as we shut this down, we can go straight to print.
Right on, dude.
It'll all be done. I'm starting to talk to a few printers now, locally, and then find out what's the best price point, versus quality for all the bathrooms around here.
That's awesome.
Because I know there's a company down in Florida like Luke Stone and Arrow uses, and so he told me the price point down there, and so it's all about shipping.
If it's the new company that Luke Stone's talking about, then I can vouch for their quality, because that's who printed my cover. That's Shattermare. Shattermare is using those guys, and it is good quality, man. It is high quality.
After the stream, we'll get offline about that or something.
Man.
Get a name from you.
Yeah. I mean, talk to Luke Stone. He's actually talked to them. I just have the product in hand.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right, cool.
Talk to Luke Stone.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. Stone.
He's doing my pre-press anyway, so that'd be probably easier.
Yeah. Stone's good people, man. He is the light side, Luke. I am the dark side.
I
am the dark side.
That sounds just like him. That's a good one.
All right, man. Anything else you want to say about the Mythicals? What's next for you after this one? I mean, just on to issue 2 and until the end of the story, or?
I mean, I do have a 6-page anthology, entry, with Luke Stone. Actually, it's like a public domain thing where I took Son of Tarzan and took the Old Man Logan route. So it's different from the Mythicals. It's good. It was a good challenge for me to do something in 6 pages.
Oh yeah, well I mean, if doing 24 pages is kind of like gymnastics and haiku all at once, then telling a complete story in 6 pages is
Chainsaws on fire.
Yeah, just juggling.
Yeah.
Juggling, don't drop it.
Yeah. So I got that, and then I have a like a short story. I'm in the works outlining into like a little graphic novel.
Nice.
So maybe do
Hell
that.
yeah.
And I have a sci-fi project and a pulp project. You know, lots of different ideas now that I can actually do this as a
Right.
as a hobby.
Now that you've got an outlet for it. Hell yeah,
Yeah.
man. I mean, there's like this is what I'm saying. There's no shortage of ideas. There's no shortage of talent over here. And there is something for everyone, you know. So,
Yeah, and the sci-fi idea is like even older than like the mythicals. This like goes back to when I was like 12 years old, like doodles and stuff in
oh yes.
school.
I've like I said, I've been moving, so I found all of my old art, and you know, all of the. Hey, I remember that. Wait a minute, this might be useful. Never throw anything away, ever. Never throw anything away.
No,
Yeah.
I have all these spiral-bound notebooks with all kinds of throwaway stories and ideas that like some are only like a half a page long, but like if you go back, I'm like, oh man, that was a great idea. Sorry, I don't have time for it right now, but maybe
Right.
some way
I
down
mean,
the.
and sometimes you'll go back and read something that you wrote, and you're like, huh, that's surprisingly competent for way back then.
Yeah, I
you
know. There's
Needs a little
something here.
reworking here and there, but
Yeah.
there's some solid bones here.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Yeah, it's always funny to go back and check. It's like panning for gold sometimes. You know, but it's all stuff that you created. So, all right, guys, I want to thank everyone for coming to hang out. Hit the link, go back the Mythicals #1. There's going to be 13 issues of this, and then it's done.
Done.
So
Complete.
don't expect the super ongoing, never-ending story. This story's got a beginning, middle, and end, and it's going to be told in 13 floppies. You think you'll eventually collect it all into one big trade
Like
further
an
on down the road?
Like an omnibus.
Like an omnibus, yeah.
You really made it when you have an omnibus.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to get through all 13 issues first.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
Do #1.
That's right. Thank you, Feline. I appreciate you dropping the link. Please check out the links in the description of this video. All kinds of awesome peeps down there to follow and campaigns to check out, as well as the link to this description. But Feline has given it to you right there. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming to hang out. I very much appreciate it. Hojo, always a blast, man. And guys, remember, always
Shop smart, shop S-smart.